Hello everyone and welcome back. In this exercise number 16, it's a good practicing for those who are in the intermediate and the beginner of the advanced level. So this is actually, it's a good one. I recommend it for those who are in the intermediate level to expedite the process for being professional in Solid Edge. As you can see in this sheet, that we need to build this object, this part, and if you look carefully to this part, you'll find that it can be divided into three items. The first item is the one in the center, which is the cylinder, the hollow cylinder, and then we're gonna do the right hand part, and then we're gonna do the left hand part. Okay, so we start with the cylinder by like a hollow cylinder. The diameter is 50 and 35, and then we're gonna use the symmetry here and build a new a plane that is parallel to the front plane, but at a distance from the center here. So I'm gonna put my current axis at the center here, and as a distance, if you go bar here, so they have 7 here and 6. I need to have this one symmetric extrusion, so I'm going to have of that 6 is 3. So 3 plus 7 is 10. So either the new plane will be either 10 from the edge or 40 millimeter from the center. Okay, so then after that, we're going to go back to the center and start drawing the left hand side. So we're going to show you how the process will go. So without further ado, let's go to Solid Edge and start the program or the session. To start the session, okay, first I open the Solid Edge, and since the dimensions are in millimeter, so I'm going to open using ANSI metric. Okay. The first step is I'm going to click on one of the drawing tools. So I'm going to draw the central cylinder. So I'm going to say circle by center. And then I will leave it open. I wouldn't put anything. And once I click on center, circle by center, the planes, the projection, the plane, the base reference plane will show up. Okay. So let me expand this. Okay. So I have this as a plane. So this is front, top, and right. Okay. So I'm gonna lock myself to the front plane. So I'm gonna click on this one. Click in the front. So now I am locked to the front plane. As you can see here, I am locked to the front plane. Okay, so let me go to the front plane and start by circle by center. Now you can put the dimension. I'm going to put 50. Come to the center. I'm going to click, and then I have this. Now the next diameter is 35. And we put it exactly in the center here. And to make it sure, this I'm going to put the concentric relationship. So this should be concentric with this one. Okay. The next step is I'm going to go to home and use the select command just to do the extrusion, because I'm doing a face extrusion. So that's the quickest way is to do it by the select command. So click on the arrow, and it's automatically, I will have this one is 100, so I'm going to put 100. So I was able to draw the first. The next step is, after that, is to draw a parallel plane from the center, parallel to the front plane, but at a distance 40 millimeter from the center or 10 millimeter from the edge here. So it's better to do it from the center. So I'm going to parallel to the plane, to the front plane. Okay. And after that, I'm going to draw this shape here with the diameter 30, 15 at a distance 65. Okay, so let's go to Solid Edge. So I'm going to click on the highlight the front plane. Okay. So here's my front plane. I want to click a plane. So click on this plane here. So click on the arrow. And then I'm going to move it to the front about 40. So So as you can see, so I'm going to put 40. So I succeeded to draw a plane which is 40 millimeter from the center, as you can see here. So now I don't need the other one in the back here, so I'm gonna hide it. Okay, now then I need to lock myself to this plane, so everything I'm gonna draw gonna be in this plane. So I'm gonna click on circle by center, so I can lock myself to this new plane. Click on this one. Now I'm locked to the new plane, so I'm gonna go to the front, and I'm gonna start by making a 50 millimeter circle, which I will put it in exactly in the center here. Okay, I need to put it 50. Okay, so I'm gonna put 50. Very good. I want to make another circle which is 30. How to draw it is, you come to the center, go horizontally. When you see the dashed red line, means that you are in the same, aligned with the same center. So I'm going to click so this way, and also you'll see this X and the dotted line between the two circles. The second diameter is 15, or the inside diameter is 15. Highlight the circle and go inside. When you see concentric, you're going to click on concentric. Now I want to make sure that all of them are exactly so concentric, so I'm going to say okay, this one should be concentric with the other one. Okay, so it is concentric. Now let me look the dimension before I move forward. So this dimension should be 30, this dimension should be 15, and this dimension is 50. Okay, let me lock this one too. Okay, this is 35. Okay, let me fix the distance between the center of this circle. So I'm going to use the X distance, horizontal, vertical. Okay, so I'm going to go from the center of this circle here to the center of the other circle here, and this dimension should be what? 65. I'm going to put 65. See, since I locked all the dimension, nothing is going to change. Everything will stay as it is. Okay. Good. So now I was able to get the exact location. I need to get a line which will be tangent to both the circle, the 30 and the 50 circle. So I'm going to click at any point. It's going to move with me. It's going to move with me. And when I go to when I see the two symbols, this tangent and intersecting, so I'm going to click, right click to get out, and escape to finish the process. And you should see what? Circle with an X in it. So let's repeat the same thing. Go to line. I'm going to choose any point. It's going to move with me, and when I come to the closer to the edge here, so when I see the two symbols, I'm going to click, move a right click to get out, and escape. I got the same thing. So the circle with an X means that it is done. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna trim this edge here from this location here, so I don't need this one. So I need to do the extrusion here. So now is what I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna go to home here, as you can see. So now we're gonna use the symmetric extrusion, which I can do it also by the select command. So I'll get the select, click on this circle here, or this face, and this move symmetry, and how much this one is going to be 16. I'm going to put 16, and then okay, notice something here, the curve here disappeared because of the sketch. So what I'm going to do that before I forget. So I'm going to go to sketch, right click, restore. Once I restore it, it will come to this one here. Okay, the other thing is up to you. If you want to get rid of this, okay, no problem. Okay, so now I'm going to click all again using the select. I'm going to click on this face here, and I'm going to say okay, I needed a symmetry, and how much? It's going to be 6. So I'm going to put 6. Okay, so I succeeded to do what? The left part. Okay, the first left, the first right part, sorry. Okay, we don't need now to lock to the plane anymore, so it is outlock because we did the extrusion. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hide this plane. I don't need it anymore, so I'm gonna hide it. And then what? Create the front plane again. Make it visible. Okay, here is the front plane, and as you can see, it is exactly in the middle. So if you look carefully, here is, let me go back to the drawing. This shape here is exactly around the middle. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start making the distance here, but notice something here. The distance from the center of the circle, the 50 circle here, to the edge here is 40. Okay, so this circle is 50 diameter, means that the radius is 25. So if I put a rectangle which is 30 by 30 rectangle by center 30 by 30 and put it at the tip here, means I'm going to add 15, so I will get the exact dimension 40 in a one shot. Okay, without bothering myself and wasting my time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to back again, lock myself to the front plane, so everything will be in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to go to solid edge. I'm going to click on circle rectangle by center. Don't put anything. I'm going to click on this. Once I see the lock, I'm going to click on the lock. So this means that everything I'm going to draw is going to be exactly in the center of the shape. So I'm going to go here. So now let me move it a little bit to the right. I'm going to move to the right. Okay, now let me go to the rectangle by center. And this rectangle by center, I will make it 30 by 30. So, okay. Let me go to the next one. The height another 30. Okay. 30. And I'm gonna make it 0. That's fine. Okay. I'm gonna go here and get, okay. See how you're gonna do it. If you see here, I'm gonna click with the center. I'm gonna go exactly with the dashed line till I touch the tip. And the tip, where I locate the tip, you see the X. I'm gonna click. This means that it will be exactly at the tip. Okay, and if you want to make sure that the dimensions are correct, what I can do, I can say X dimension from the center of the circle here to the edge here. This should be 40. This is exactly 40. This is exactly what I want. Okay. Okay, now did I put the circle here? No, I need to put another circle 50 in the center, so it will be exactly in the middle. So let me do that. Circle by center, and this should be 50. I'm gonna go to the center here. Okay, good. Let me go to the, I don't need this one anymore. I need all of it. Need to cancel this one, get rid of this one, and get rid of this one. So as you can see here, so let me show it to you in the 3D. It is, I was able to draw this one exactly in the same location. So let me go back to the front, and let me move it to the right. What I'm going to do also is, I want to draw what? I want to draw also this shape here. So I'm going to go add here 6 by 30. Because this dimension is 30, everything is 30 here. So 6 by 30, and this distance here is, if you look carefully here, you have 40, sorry. And it is a symmetric here, so I'm gonna extend it another 3 millimeter to the top and 3 millimeter to the bottom. This way I will have what? 46. This is what I'm gonna extend it, actually 46. Then I'm gonna lock myself to the plane and then make a symmetric plane here and symmetric extrusion from here, which the first one will be 6, means 3 and 3 and 3 and 3, so you will get the exact dimension, and 12 and 12. Okay, so let me go back to the solid edge. I'm gonna say, okay, rectangle by 2 point. I'm gonna click at this point here. I'm gonna go horizontal and then go vertical, and then I'm gonna put the dimension. What the dimension should be, I'm gonna put 6, enter, and the other one is 30. that's good. Okay, so now I can go to the home, and I'm gonna make it like this. Okay, so I'm gonna extrude. Use the same thing. I'm gonna use the same concept, which is the select command. So I'm gonna click on this face here, and symmetry, and this should be 66 millimeter. 6. Okay, I'm gonna click on the other one here. Click on this one. Click on the arrow, and I want it to be like what? 46. Enter. 40. Okay, 6. Enter. Okay, so I was able to get this shape here. The next step is to draw the sketch. Let me show you what I mean. I need to draw this sketch here. Starting from where? From the edge of the 40. I mean, that's from here. So I'm gonna be before there. Okay, the surface here, before the surface, it means starting from here. Okay, so I'm gonna have what? 35. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna draw a rectangle by 2 points, and the width is 35 and the height is 30. So let's go to solid edge. So I'm gonna go back again. I need to get a rectangle by 2 points, and once I have that, I'm gonna go to the surface here. So I'm gonna lock myself to this surface. So now I'm locked because I see the F3, and put what? By 2 points. Okay, now I'm gonna start from this point here, and I'm gonna go horizontal and vertical. Okay, so the horizontal, the height is 30. I'm gonna accept that, and the distance is 35. So I'm gonna go 35. Good. Okay, and click enter. Okay, so I was able to draw this one. Go to the front plane. I don't want to bother because really everything is locked already. So anything is going to be drawn where? Parallel to this plane here. Okay, on the same plane here. So let me go to solid front plane. Get circle by center, and this will be 30, and come exactly in the middle of the line here. I'm gonna click, and then let me use the trim to get rid of this line, and then another circle by center, which will be 15, and highlight the circle here and go to the center. When you see concentric, you're gonna click. So this way I was able to do the sketch in this location here. And the next step is what? I need to draw the same sketch to the other location, and then I'm gonna extrude it symmetrical. Okay, so now let me go to, so I'm gonna rotate this one by the mouse, and I'm gonna say okay, I'm gonna get out of the lock here and say okay, I'm gonna project this sketch. Okay, where I need to make it around this plane here. Okay, so I'm gonna click on this F. So this way everything will be projected. Say okay, and I want to say I want to click this line and this line and this line and the circle and the house, this modern side circle. So this way I was able to draw the same sketch to the other side. Or what you can do, the quickest way, you can highlight the whole sketch and just click it once, and that's it. You are done in one step. Okay, so now I'm gonna start what? Do the extrusion. This time, okay, I can do that. Okay, I can still use select, click on this one here, click, because this will give me a symmetric extrusion, and this should be 12. Enter. And let me do the other one too. Click on this arrow, and should be 12. Enter. So I'm done with both of them. But notice something here. The circle, the 30mm circle, disappeared for both of them. So what I'm going to do, go to the sketch here, first one, and say restore. So I restore the circle for this one, and then go to the second one, because it disappeared. Right click and restore. So you restore the circle here, so I got the shape back. Okay. Again, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use, let me trim this extra half here, I don't need it, and the extra half here, I don't need it. So what I'm going to do now, I wouldn't use the select, I will use what? The extrude now. Okay, so I'm going to put extrude, and it's a face. I'm going to use the, instead of face, I'm going to use a chain, so I can get all the shape here. Okay, chain symmetric. Okay, everything looks fine. So I'm gonna, so this is when I click on this chain, so give me the shape starting from the edge here. Okay, so I'm gonna click on the arrow, and I'm gonna make it what, 6. So this will add the other 3. So I'm gonna put 6, enter, and do the same thing, extrude, chain plus symmetric. Okay, so I'm gonna choose this chain. Okay, click on the arrow, and I want to put 6. Okay, so I'm gonna put 6. So I succeeded to do the second, the one to the left now. Okay, so okay, let me rotate it to the same shape. Okay, so we did the right part and we did the left part. Now what's missing now is to do the ribs. Okay, so there is a rib here in the middle here, and there is another rib also in the middle here. So how to get this one in the middle, exactly in the middle? So what I'm going to do, I need to I'm going to hide the front plane, so I need to get what? The top plane. Okay, so I'm going to say top plane. Okay, the top plane. Okay, so I'm going to hide, make the top plane visible. Okay, so I'm going to lock myself to the top plane. I'm going to say line, choose one of the two, and go here to the one of the, highlight this, okay, click on it. So I'm locked to the top plane, so I'm locked to the top plane. So let's go to the top. Okay, you want to rotate it? I prefer to rotate it in a way that I can see it better. Okay, so this is good enough. So I'm gonna look at the top. So now I'm gonna make it bigger at this location here. Okay, let me move it to the side a little bit. Okay, I click on the line, click at the edge here, at the tip here, and any point I put it here, it's exactly will be in the middle, because it will be on the plane, on the top plane. So this is what will be exactly in the middle, and it's the same thing also here. So when I get to this, okay, tip here, okay, and I'm gonna go inside a little bit, just one couple, and right click to get out. Okay, if you look carefully here, let me show you how it looks. It is exactly in the middle. Why? Because I'm locked to the top plane. We'll do the other one too on the other side. Okay, how to do that? So I'm gonna go to top plane. I'm gonna highlight this one. Very good. So I'm gonna get the line, go to the tip here, it's gonna be exactly in the middle, and then to the edge here, and then go a little bit inside. That's good enough. Right click to get out. Okay, so let's now start doing the process of the rib. Okay, so as you can see, it is drawn, and now I'm going to go to thin wall, and under thin wall I'm going to choose rib. When I choose rib, there is a menu will come, and when I highlight the line, I just draw. I will accept that. When I accept it, it starts making the extrusion. It's still remember what I used last time. It was 6 millimeter when I was practicing. So if 6 millimeter is the one with the thickness of the rib. So I'm going to say accept again. Once you accept, you are done with this part here. So I'm gonna go to the other side. Let me go back to the other direction, to the other side here. Okay, let me rotate it. Here it is. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go to thin wall, rib. I'm gonna choose the chain. Don't forget it's a chain, because this is the line is a chain. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna highlight this one and say accept. Once you accept, it's gonna automatically. What is the last time we used the rib? It was 6 millimeters, so it's gonna keep it 6 millimeters. Oh, well, this is what we want, 6 millimeters. Okay. So this way, okay, so we're gonna say accept again. Okay, so we're done with the rib. Okay, rib here and rib there. Okay, the next step, let me zoom back. Okay, okay, so now let me rotate it in a way this way. Okay, in a way that I can see it like this. Oh, you can see it like that. That's good enough. Okay, so I'm going to say look again to the tip, to the top. I need to draw a line. Okay, so let me zoom. I'm going to draw the rib also here. So let me show you what I mean. You see this rib here, which is a 40 millimeter from the edge here. And again, it's a 6 millimeter thickness. Okay, so yeah, it is 6 millimeter. Okay, so let's go to back here. So I'm gonna say, okay, did I lock myself? I'm still not, no. Click on the line, and where is the, okay, and lock myself to the plane. Okay, here it is. So now go to back to the top and say, okay, line. And what I'm going to do, let me zoom. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so I'm going to get a line. Or let me move this one a little bit so you can see the whole thing. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so a line. And anything I'm going to draw is going to be what? In the top plane. So I'm going to get from the tip here. And then choose any point here and we will correct the location. Let me make it here somewhere. Okay, right click to get out, and what I'm going to do is to correct the location is to say, okay, I need a distance between X distance, which is horizontal vertical. Okay, from the edge here to the edge of the line. Okay, here, and I need this one to be 40, so I'm going to put 40. Very good. Okay, so I was able to get the line of the rib in the exact location. The only two things I need to fix now. You know that this is curved surface and the other one here is a curved surface. So to fix this problem, otherwise give me an error to not accept to do the rib, I need to go inside a little bit and go inside a little bit. So what I'm going to do, go back again to the top plane and let me zoom so I can see it better. Okay, so line. Okay, click on the edge of the line, go inside a little bit, 1 point something. That's good enough. Right click to get out. Let me go to again to the other line here, the other edge here. I'm gonna go inside, vertical inside. That's good enough. Right click to get out. Okay, so I was able to draw this one. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna rotate it. So and the next step is, let me bring it to the location here, to the front, to the middle. Okay, you can do it like this if you want. Okay, so I'm gonna choose thin wall, rib, and when it comes, I'm gonna say what I needed to chain. So I need to click on the chain here, the line here is just draw. It accepted, accept, and then it give me 6 millimeter. I say what? Accept. I'm gonna say enter, and it is done. So I was able to do all the ribs and the shape, and I was able to finish it in a very efficient way. Okay, I hope that you like the video. First, I would like to thank you for watching the video, and then also I would like to hear your feedback. And if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell, and give it a thumb up. Have a wonderful day, and see you soon on another video. Bye-bye.